So it's been interesting for us, given that we've, our sort of focus has been on either rate card automation for traditional linear businesses, in particular in local, and then also just sort of inventory management holistically. We found that packaging, which is something we don't talk a lot about in the industry, but we talk about planning, but not packaging of inventory. And although the focus of the retreat is about addressability and moving to impression-based linear television business, we all know that a spot-driven, linear guaranteed business that is reach and frequency driven is not going away. And just in the few minutes that I've been here already, everybody wants reach and frequency. The buyers want reach and frequency. It's still a big part of it, right? And so that affords a separate set of business challenges. In order to be able to deliver and actually build an addressable business and to move from spots or guaranteed points and reach, you need to be able to evolve into impressions. Before you can start changing multiple currencies with which you transact or use different forms of measurement to guarantee delivery, you have to solve the problem of packaging in your core anchor linear business. So that goes from something as simple as being able to, simply evolve from a day part, a programmed into a fixed position based buy, right? Still high value programming, fixed position, sports, events are 20% of the volume that drive 80% of the value for traditional TV sellers. That's not going to change. Day parts are very fluid, right? Everybody would love the broad rotator to go away, but it's not going away, and it's still about reach, right? So ultimately, we sort of see this arc of maturation in how we're packaging linear inventory, where today it's really about leveraging data to drive better pricing decisions and automate existing processes like rate cards. And then moving into the ability to then package differently, potentially on still a weekly or quarterly basis, right? Where we're building dynamic day parts, we're actually building more intelligent packages and more dynamic packages to eventually we get to a place where we're dynamically pricing and we're dynamically building plans and campaigns so that it's it's at the right inventory, the right audience, the right inventory, the right time, the right price, etc. I think what we neglect to discuss as an industry is that ultimately there is a portfolio value question that has to be answered when you're introducing an addressable business. Today, addressable is as simple as if greater than. If the CPM is greater than a spot sold campaign or opportunity, sell as much addressable as you can at the highest price. But the reality is it doesn't mean the value of your linear television portfolio is going to increase. And quite often, the cannibalization of your traditional spot business and sales as a result of cherry picking impressions or addressable units means that at the end of the day, at the end of the quarter or the fiscal period, you have actually increased your effective CPM, but you haven't actually increased your top line revenue. And that doesn't even touch upon the challenge and the cost of doing business for addressable. So I think what we're learning is that it's not just about the introduction of new products, but ultimately we have to focus as traditional TV sellers in this side of the value chain on ultimately building a better suite of tools and applications that allows us to leverage data, not only to productize new products, but to actually drive the decision making on how to optimize the value of the existing products we have today when we roll new products into that portfolio. So it's a lot of math, but that's why I love math and data, because it doesn't lie.